Yo, what is up, guys? It is Anime City here with a special guest, Double4 Anime.
What's up?
And today we will be talking about our top 3 favorite arcs in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. This idea kind of came to me, just thinking about Naruto. We was actually going to talk about filler, but I felt as, that was kind of outplayed because I see a whole bunch of people doing it. So I was like, let's do something a little bit different. But yeah, Double4, you want to start us off?
Yeah, sure. I definitely have to say that out of all the arcs in Naruto, my favorite would probably be Sasuke Retrieval arc, because that's the arc with all of that good stuff in it. I mean, we got so much content in there from all of the different fights that where they fought the Sound 4, and then the final fight obviously was extremely epic. So I feel as if Sasuke Retrieval was just, in my eyes, the best arc in all of Part 1, and that was really the onset of where Sasuke became who he really is today. Obviously, if you read the manga, he's changed a bit, but, generally speaking, that's, where all of them kind of matured a bit. Another arc, my second favorite in the Part 1 would probably have to be the invasion of Konoha arc, because in that arc we see the third die, there's a lot of emotional shit. On top of that, in general, there's just so much awesome stuff in that arc. We see Gaara change after being this killer and everything, so... Yeah. I definitely have to say that would be probably my second favorite in Part 1. And then my third would have to be the Chunin exams, because, that's like where Orochimaru first appears, and then, and then obviously all those awesome fights. And the Chunin exams is the arc that gets a lot of people into Naruto, so I feel as if those are the 3 most solid arcs. But to be honest, every arc in Part 1 is really awesome, so don't feel.
Exactly.
So those are my 3, yeah.
Zero, you want to go next?
Alright,
for Naruto, for only Naruto Part 1, though, and then we go to Shippuden.
Alright, for Naruto Part 1, definitely one of my favorite arcs is the Land of Waves arc, which is, I guess it's the first major arc, because...
It's the first arc. It's after the introduction, which, the introduction just,
It's just a couple of episodes, and then...
Yeah,
so the reason why I believe that Land of Waves is probably one of my favorite arcs is because it is very emotional. I think it has the most heart out of all the arcs in Naruto Part 1, because we get to see an emotional side of all these cold-blooded ninjas like Zabuza. Like, you normally...
that ending was pretty fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah, like...
Zabuza.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, that part where Zabuza was crying over Haku actually made me...
That shit got to me, man. That shit got to me.
I know, yeah. And just Haku was really he was a really great character, a really great fighter. I really love the fact that he was the only ninja that could actually do jutsu with one hand. Like, you normally don't see that shit every day.
Well, on top of that, it's kind of almost like with the Land of the Waves arc, was the first nostalgic arc to the max, like where you remember all of these awesome moments. It's where Naruto really get to know who he is.
Yeah, like these awesome moments, especially with Naruto and Sasuke working together to take down Yeah, that was really that was like the first time we actually saw legit strategy in the Naruto series.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, and I feel as if one reason why Naruto, in my opinion, is the stronger series out of the 2 is because a lot of this strategy and all of these different things where we see new characters being introduced with very unique personalities.
Yeah.
So I really love that.
Right.
But Blade Chronicles, what's your number 2 and number 3?
From Part 1, yeah, I'd say the Chunin exams plus the invasion of Konoha. I guess, yeah, you can say that they're all one and the same.
Because, they're 2 separate arcs, but they're part of the same.
Because
the timeline between them is
leads to the
very short timeline between them. Yeah.
Yeah, but the reason why I think that's one of my favorites is because number 1, Rock Lee versus Gaara.
Yeah,
that's
like one of the best fights in Naruto.
Awesome. Like even the fucking like lane fights between like Sasuke and that motherfucker that hits you, and like I forgot his name. He hits you and you like fucking lose like all your shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot his name. Wasn't it? I forgot his name.
I think it's Yoroi.
Yuri or some shit.
Something like that. But like, there was all those fights were so awesome, and we finally get to see the different village ninjas and shit. Where
exactly.
I think I think in terms of tuning exams, I think it was the one arc where we actually mainly focus on world building, and Kishimoto did it like the best. Like he did it correctly, and you know, putting all the ninjas together. Like I thought it was amazing.
And then it finally, you know, it wraps all of those awesome fights together with one awesome fight, you know, and you know what I'm talking about, Gaara versus Rock Lee. That fight was very inspiring and extremely sad and depressing afterwards.
Yeah. Because Rock Lee, he's known to be the only ninja to only focus on taijutsu. Well, I guess, you know, besides my guy.
It's not yet, and it's not even really about that. It's the fact that like this is a guy that has been training all his fucking
all his life.
Right. It's like I think like the message behind that fight is hard work and determination can get you like far. Like you know, like don't ever give up. Like that, I think that's the message.
You still have to try again.
But it can also get you so far. Like going on that alone can only get you so far, and it show like how Gaara really fucked him up. And Gaara, at the end of the day, he was given everything. You know, even though Gaara had a hard past, all of his strengths were given. He had to beat out his own strengths, and you know, guess what? He still got his. You know.
Right. So Zero, what's your number 3?
I'd say my favorite arc is still in Naruto Part 1, the Sasuke retrieval arc. Like I said before, I think it's where everything began with Sasuke. It's where everything how he changed his personality because of his brother Itachi forcing him to actually confront Naruto, to actually sever ties with them. No, it's just a really sad. It's just really sad to see Sasuke leave the village, you know, to actually pursue his own journey and killing his own brother, which he eventually finds out that he was actually.
What about you?
I mean, Sasuke Retrieval arc is one of those arcs where, you know, it was like the first time where it mainly focused on, you know, like other ninjas besides the Chunin exams. You know?
And then it wraps all of that up with a focus between Naruto and Sasuke, and it does it in a way where it's like the whole meaning behind Part 1 was, at the end of the day, that final fight. Because that final fight, like to be honest, Naruto's about Naruto and Sasuke, the relationship between the two.
Yeah.
And then with the Sasuke retrieval arc, it's like it focuses on the main, the point of the story. You know what I mean? Like,
right, like the main concept.
Yeah, the bond. It focuses on the bond, and that's what made it so powerful. That's why it's so awesome. And then even like every fight was like literally made me cry. Like the Choji shit with Jirobo, that shit just made me, you know, bust out in tears.
Like that arc completely glorified all the other cast members.
Exactly.
Made use of them.
I mean, to me, it really showed that like Kishimoto like has what it takes, you know, to really just let other characters shine besides Naruto and Sasuke, you know.
I mean, there's exactly. There's other characters besides Naruto and Sasuke, really.
And he did it so well. Like I loved it. Like it was definitely one of the best arcs ever, in my opinion. But recreated.
And this is also the
All right, so
You guys want to go to? You guys want to jump into Shippuden now?
I haven't went.
Yeah. After recreated goes with its 3.
Oh, he didn't do his yet.
No, not yet.
Oh, I thought that was. Oh, my bad. I guess it was like. All right, what's up? Recreated, what's your top 3?
So my first one would probably have to be when Naruto first meets Jiraiya and goes off the train with Jiraiya.
Oh, you're thinking about the after you thinking about the Sani arc.
Yeah, the Sani. I don't even know the arc name, but I just love that arc because you can tell Naruto's like getting frustrated and he wants to give up, but you know, he can't because the Rasengan's a very important technique in the Naruto series for him.
Yeah.
And you know, I just like it really bonded Jiraiya and Naruto together and gave him like a sort of fatherly figure, like Haruka did.
The arc you're talking about, the Search for Tsunade arc, it's almost the arc is like almost reminds me in a way it's like an adventure. It's like Jiraiya and Naruto, they're looking for something and around, you know, they're walking around, talking, villages, you know, and it's just really entertaining, you know, seeing like when Naruto learns the Rasengan, they go into that awesome, like, I just fangasm all over where, you know, Orochimaru, Tsunade, and Jiraiya.
Yeah,
that was amazing. Love that,
Yeah. And then my other two would probably have no different between Zeros. I'd like the Land of Waves arc and the Chunin arcs. That's I like I also like the Land of Waves arcs because we got to see Naruto in Nine-Tailed Fox form, and every time that happened, I would like like have an orgasm because I thought it was just so cool.
Yeah, I mean, so hard to choose your top 3 if you really think about it, because like I could go back and forth between every arc and list the strong points of every one of them, and it's like I love all of these arcs so much to the point where it's like to really figure out which is my favorite arc, I'd have to think for hours and hours upon it, and you know, like off the top of my head, these are my choices, but like in reality, if I were to think about it for 24 hours, whatever, I wouldn't be able to really come up with my favorite because I love them all so much.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I think just the fan favorite arcs are most of the time the Shooting Exams and the Sasuke retrieval arc. I mean, that's what I believe.
I like them all, but I'd say that the Sasuke retrieval arc is my favorite just because of all of the epic emotions and just the fights in general, and you know, like I mean, it was just awesome, and it was kind of like besides the whole Sakura shit, it was like, you know, it was pretty fucking awesome. I love it. Yeah.
To me, like the only reason the Sasuke retrieval arc is like my favorite is because, like I said, like it really just like after the whole tuning exams, we kind of went into like the whole Naruto and Sasuke kind of thing, and then we brought it back with the whole Sasuke thing, but we got introduced like to these new characters, Sound Ninja Force, and then you know we get like the main 5, like you know Neji, Choji, Rock Lee, all that, and like no fight in the Sasuke retrieval arc was boring. It was good as hell. Like
one of them was great, and it was kind of like they weren't done one at a time. You know what I mean? They were done like, you know, it was almost done like one half of the episode was this fight, the other half was that fight.
Yeah, it's like done simultaneously. Really.
Yeah. So
to be honest, like this may seem crazy, but my favorite fight in that arc was definitely Neji versus Kitamaro. Just because like you know Neji went all out. Like he you know he.
Well, that fight was awesome, but I wouldn't say it was my favorite arc. I mean, my favorite fight. I'd say my favorite fight in that entire thing was the last one, Naruto versus Sasuke. I felt that was just, you know, that was the...
Yeah, I felt like that battle was destined. You know, like that battle was just destined to be greatness.
I say one of my favorite arcs in that arc, one of my favorite Choji versus Drowa, because we always put down Choji as this fat fuck.
Yeah. But
that is
he grew his wings.
Came back.
He actually proved.
Yeah, he finally has something under his belt. You know, he never had anything under his belt. He was just some guy that went to barbecue every fucking day.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's just
for let's just jump into Shippuden real quick. I'll start first. For Shippuden, like for me, this is kind of hard to think about like at the top of my head, but easily my favorite arc in there would definitely have to be the Hidan and Kakuzu arc.
Yes, man.
The Hidan and Kakuzu arc, not only was it the best arc of Shippuden in my opinion, it was the best written arc. And what I mean by that is, like I said, Kishimoto does what he does, and like he doesn't focus on Naruto, he focuses on other characters like Shikamaru, and like there was a great depth in there, depth that we never thought we would see, which is awesome. Like it was just so good in my opinion, like one of the best arcs ever. And for a second, we'll probably have to be in Pain Invasion. You know, Pain Invasion was just really a good arc, you know, because it just showed that what Naruto, when he came and do, how he was going to use vengeance and, you know, revenge against Pain and whatever. And then, you know, show what he could do without the Nine-Tailed Fox power and whatnot. And, you know, it just showed, like, Naruto's abilities after, you know, he learned Sage Mode and whatnot.
Yeah, but a lot of people put that arc... they put it down because of, you know, the whole Naruto Talk No Jutsu Nagato. I mean, it's not.
And you know what? I think that's dumb. I think that's really dumb. I think that was needed. You know what I'm saying? Because like, what Naruto's gonna fight Nagato when Nagato's like damn near about to die.
The only thing I'd say that, and this is one of the reasons why Shippuden, in my opinion, has been degraded with that arc is the fact of the whole destiny thing. Naruto turned in from somebody that was like, you know, had to do things, and he was like he turned in from Rock Lee to like Destiny kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like the guy that
I think that's what kind of ruined the whole series a bit.
It did to a certain extent. Like, don't get me wrong, Naruto will always be my favorite anime, period, point blank. But it did degrade the series for others. You know, for me, you know, I can definitely see it, but that's not going to stop me from thinking it's not my favorite series.
Obviously, I definitely have to say that it is my favorite series as well. I think that there's probably better written series. Like Yu Yu Hakusho is my favorite anime of all time, but like with Naruto, it's like I had so many nostalgic moments, and you know, it'll always remain in my heart as my favorite series. But in general, like, you know, the concept of Naruto really does get pushed down a little bit when you got Naruto getting all this fucking like, oh, now, wait, my dad's the fourth now, and he's, like, the fucking greatest, so he's getting almost these handouts, whereas in part one, he had to work for everything in a way,
I think people need to understand.
It's not like Naruto actually accepted his destiny. It's not like I guess in a way he tried to deny it. He still stuck to the notion that working hard actually pays off.
Yeah, I think like in Naruto Part 1, it was all about the underdog thing, and we got introduced to that. But in Naruto Part 2, it can't be about the underdog thing because we got to look at Sasuke.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the 2-year time skip. When Sasuke comes back, he shitted on Naruto and Sakura. So therefore, he's
matured. Yeah, and you're talking about the Sasuke and Sai arc when Sai and them and they meet up with Sasuke for the first time, and then Sasuke just. What he does is he just fucks him over, and then now in the Danzo and Sasuke thing where Naruto meets up with him, and Naruto's like, we're gonna die together, or whatever. He kind of matched him up, but now in this point in the manga, Naruto has clearly surpassed Sasuke. So, I mean,
I definitely see that. But my third favorite will probably be like definitely a surprise to everybody. It's probably the Fourth Great Ninja War, and only because we get to see the revelation of Toby, Madara comes back, the Hokages comes back, and then Team 7's reunited. That's it. Like, I mean, you can't help but love that. We've been waiting 6 to 5 years to see Team 7 reunited, and they're finally reunited. Like, that's a God blessed thing to me.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It has so much potential. That arc has so much potential, and it had so many epic moments. However, to begin with, it's like it had so much potential and only filled a bit of that gap. But the Shinobi World War arc is over now. You know that, right?
Yeah. Like all this.
No. It's already done. It's the Ten Tails revival now.
Yeah.
The Ten Tails.
I still consider it like part of the war arc because it is a war at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's still.
It's the same thing with Chunin Exams and Leaf Destruction arc. I think it's kind of like the time span was just so small to the point where you thought it was the same thing, but it was two individual arcs.
My favorite would be the Hidan and Kakuzu arc. Obviously, I've said this multiple times, but I felt that was the most well done, executed arc. And while it was really short, it was still done very well because we see another character named Shikamaru, he finally gets that development that he always lacked. And I felt like, he finally evolved as a human being, and now he's one of the main cast. So I definitely love that arc, and the fights were amazing, and then that kind of showcases the Akatsuki as these badass, impossible-to-beat motherfuckers. My second favorite arc would probably have to be the Hunt for Itachi arc, that arc, because, it's just I feel as if that arc was, we see that final fight between Sasuke and Itachi, and I felt like that arc was just, it was emotional, but, we finally see Itachi get beaten. That was Sasuke's long-time goal, and now we finally think, Sasuke's going to turn now, but no, he changes even more. Yeah. So it's kind of like that arc was pretty inspiring as well. And then my last arc, and surprisingly, this arc isn't over yet. It's the arc we're on currently, the Ten Tails revival, because I feel as if already we're getting a lot of awesome stuff. We're getting, the Kages now. Sasuke finally turned good for the first time in forever, and I feel as if this arc has the potential to end up being as the best arc in Shippuden. So
and not only that, we get Neji's death, and that right there, that really showcased that arc. And that really, to me, I was mad about Neji's death, but I felt as that pushed the series even more. It showed that Kishimoto's not scared to kill one of the characters, and he's not gonna be the little bitch that he was. In the Fourth Great Ninja War, it showed that fuck this. If you want to see characters be killed, here you go. Here's one of the main characters. And I love it. I love it. I hate it, but I love it at the same time.
When we see that in the anime, we're going to love this arc a lot more, because the thing is with the mangas, believe it or not, I've said this multiple times, and sometimes I even get backlash for saying this, but manga does kill the experience for me, so it's
It does. It
So
does.
when I watch the anime part of this, is gonna be like, oh man, seeing Neji die in the anime is gonna be kind of crazy, man.
It's gonna be like for the first time ever. Like even though you already read it, it's gonna be like, damn, like shit. Like I saw this coming, but I didn't at the same time.
Shippuden has ever died except Jiraiya. This is the first major death. Like at least on the good side. Like Orochimaru died for some time, but like you know, what I mean that.
And it maybe you want to count Itachi, maybe.
Well, the thing is with Itachi is like we really didn't know the guy till like
until after the 100.
Till after he died.
Yeah. So I mean, with him, it's like I didn't really care that much. Like I really felt sad, but I felt sad when I was explained his death. I didn't feel sad when he died. You know what I mean? Because like he still did all those things.
Because we still considered him.
He did that. We didn't know why he did those things. So to me, it's like, all right,
Sasuke. We still consider him as a villain. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, to me, when Sasuke killed him, I was actually very happy because my mindset was like, all right, Sasuke, he killed him. You're good. You're going back to the Lee Village.
Nope.
But then when Sasuke made the decision to, go after Konoha, and then we actually learned the truth about Itachi, that's when everything changed.
You know, and his hatred still. Now, instead of his hatred for his brother, he's putting it now on the motherfuckers, on the Leaf Village, the village that he so was to come back to. You know what I mean? Like, he's now changing his hatred to the wrong direction. So, I mean...
But,
and then a lot of people are wondering why Sasuke wants to become Hokage now, for the very reason that he hated the village. He wants to change... what the elders did, you know what I mean? Like he wants to change.
He wants to be that. He wants to be that one person that everybody can start trusting. He wants to be different, and we can't hate Sasuke for that. But you know what? That's like another video because we could talk about Sasuke becoming Hokage. That's for another video because
I actually made a video about that not too long ago.
Same thing.
Yeah, but
Zero or recreated. You guys want to go? Top 3.
Zero can go.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. To be completely honest, I really don't have much of a favorite in the show because honestly, the part 1 is better in my opinion, but kind of enjoyed.
Well, you must out of all these arcs, I'm sure that out of all these arcs, I'm sure you can pick out your favorite one. I mean, can't you?
I mean. I just don't know. I don't really know because part 2.
Well,
it's kind of
part 2, I'll agree with you that part 1's way better than part 2, but like, how can you not pick because there's obviously better arcs than other arcs.
Well, yeah, part 1 is better than part 2, but don't get me wrong, Hinakaku's arc is the best written arc there is. In my opinion.
I would say that was a good arc, but no, not really my favorites. But I guess the arc that I most enjoyed would probably be that one.
People mean it's like absolutely you love it. What do you think is the best arc basically in Shippuden? That's what we're talking about.
I guess the arc I most enjoyed would probably be the Hidan arc and also the Kazekage Rescue Guard. Mostly because
that fight was amazing.
Yeah,
that was my least favorite arc in Shippuden.
Dang.
Yeah, the Kazekage arc mostly because, and to be honest, because of Sakura. Because Sakura actually pulled her own weight, and
that's why that was my least favorite arc.
Sakura.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you. I already told you about Sakura.
Yeah, I don't like Sakura. If you couldn't.
I mean, I'm not really much of a Sakura fan, but Sakura. She was actually pretty good.
To me, I felt like she improved a lot more than Naruto did in the time skip, and that's just me. Like Naruto just showed us nothing, while Sakura showed us everything.
Yeah, because Naruto during his training with Jiraiya, he was supposed to control the fox, but during the after the time skip, with the fight with the Orochimaru, he just went completely ape.
Actually looking back at it when I was watching that fight, I really liked what Sakura was doing, but now in the manga I don't look at her the same because she's acting all whack now. So not acknowledging the dude that's been with you the entire time, but you're acknowledging someone that tried to kill you. So fuck her. She's just a stupid bitch.
Pretty sure.
I mean, because in chapter 632, she was like, "Oh, Sasuke," and then Naruto had to basically say "Bitch, I'm here too." Like that was such a dick move. Like I was like, okay, Sasuke is here, but damn, can you at least say both their names?
No, basically, this might take 20 minutes to explain, but I'll try my best to do it. Sakura's a dumb bitch. That's all there's. That's all there's.
Dude, I want to
That's-
back that character up so bad, but it's so hard because Kishimoto just messed
I-
up.
Exactly. Like I want to justify Sakura so much to the point where like I just want to, but like there's some ways where I just can't. I can't justify her. Like
I hope she gets an STD. Let's move on. I mean that's really where
all right,
it ends. At.
but recreated.
Okay, so my first one would probably have to be the Rain Village, the whole drag going into it. I don't know the exact name of it.
Oh, that's the painting. That's the painting.
Okay, well, yeah, the Pain Vision arc.
Yeah.
And probably the Minato and Kushina arc.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that. Oh.
And then, of course, for my favorite character, the Hidan and Kakuzu arc.
Well, the Minato and Kushina one was basically the confining of the Jinchuriki arc.
That
Yeah,
was a really
that's
good
that
arc.
one.
I will say that. That
Arc was so underrated. That arc was so underrated because like there weren't really any main fights besides I guess
I don't
Might
think-
Die versus Kisame.
Yeah. I mean, with
And-
the confining the Jinchuriki. Oh, keep going on. My bad.
No, yeah, like I was just gonna say, like it's underrated because it only had like one major fight, but I think that whole arc was just dedicated just to story. Like the plot was just amazing, and that's one of the arcs where it was actually it was written really good as well. You know, because when Naruto saw his mother for the first time, like I actually started to cry. I don't know about you guys, but I shed down in tears because like Naruto, like he saw his mother for the first time and learned the truth, and that it hit me like shit. Like Naruto has been all alone this whole time, so like it hit me personally, especially like if you like talking about the movie. Like I liked it a lot.
I mean, with me, it's like I felt that arc was good for one reason, and that's the whole again the Kushina thing. But at the end of the day, that arc to me was kind of bland. I mean, it was kind of the start of the war arc where we saw them kind of moving to like around and shit, but like. I didn't really care for it that much, to be honest with you. It wasn't really one of my favorites, but
I think it's a thing for Kishimoto because when he was writing that arc, he became a father and whatnot. So I think that arc was just for him personally and for his kids. But I really like that arc.
Yeah, that arc to me, like that arc, like it was all right. Like just like Double4 said, it was meh. But the Minato and Kushina thing, that's what kind of
The
hit me.
emotional aspect of the arc, that arc really caught me. Really,
that's what made the arc. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what made the arc. But everything outside of that was to me not that great.
It was all right.
Yeah,
Like
Naruto finally unlocked a new power up of the Nine-Tailed Fox, but
I mean, even that, like that was all right. Like it was like just everything was just like a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. But that story, like that Minato Kushina, like I said, that's where like it hit us. Like that was like a really great thing. That's what really made the arc.
Right now, from the last arc that I truly loved was the 5 Kage Summit arc. Up until now, the 10 Tails Revival arc. I feel as if this arc is going to be the best arc in all of Shippuden. I'm telling you honestly.
Well, you already know it. Team 7 is reunited. That's all I got.
And we don't even know what Orochimaru is doing.
Just imagine when Kakashi comes back. Obito comes back.
Once the anime comes out for this arc, we are going to end up putting this arc at the top of all of the arcs possibly. Maybe even exceeding some of the arcs in part 1.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, actually, Ricky, if you're interested, I might actually do a discussion on potential of 10 Tails Revival arc. If you want, like, maybe we could do a video about it.
Sure. Just hit me up whenever you're ready, and I'll be happy to join you, man.
All right, man. All right, that's cool. All right, but anyways, do you want to wrap this up?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. What are your top 3 favorite arcs in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden? Please tell me in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys later.